Greetings, everybody. My name is GerardFairley. How you feeling today? I'm the driving force behind Amplify Logistics. Today, I want to talk about the critical decision everyone makes if you're thinking about getting into trucking. What's that? How much am I going to spend to get those trucks, right? That's what I get asked. Everyone thinks about that, and I get asked that every day. So I wanted to make this video to explore two scenarios: the outright purchase versus financing, and what that impact could be on your venture, right? So in scenario one is the outright purchase. If you're just starting out, most likely going to acquire only one or two trucks. Please don't get one, get at least two. So imagine investing in two used semi trucks at about $75,000 a piece using your own funds. That's 150 grand, right? It does bring immediate ownership, right? Immediate ownership, assuming that money is coming out of your pocket. You got those titles. So it's a significant capital upfront outlay, but it does get you on the road to profitability quicker, right? So the pros are there's no interest payments, immediate asset ownership. You can leverage that easier. The cons are it's a substantial capital outlay, putting out money right there, right? That does kind of give you, a little bit more risk because you don't have anything to lean on. Scenario two, though, which most people think about, is the financing of the trucks. Now, if you don't have a CDL, right, if you're an owner and don't have a CDL, it's going to cost you more. The banks think that you are more of a risk. So you're going to put down more money, probably $45,000 down on those two trucks, right? And the rest will be in payment. So let's say for two trucks financed under scenario two, right, the same $75,000 trucks, put down 30%. Let's say you get 14% rate over a 5-year loan term, right? That's going to be $2,500 per month. It's not terrible. The pros are it's less out of pocket for you, right? So it kind of, keep some of your cash in the bank and allow you to scale using credit. Now, maybe it's, use credit. Interest payment, that's the cons. The cons are interest payments. It's going to cost you more. It's going to impact your cash flow. It's going to cost you more to run and get into this business. And so, but how do you choose between the two? How do you choose? The outright purchase favors investors with the capital. And financing increases the overall cost due to interest. But the question remains, what's best for you, right? There's no answer. The best thing for you, I believe, is to take a look at your own personal situation. How about this? What if you have $1,000 and someone asks you to buy 100? Someone asks to borrow 100. And you can give it to them. It's 10%. You don't really feel it. If that $1,000 is your net worth, and you give them 10%, 100, you don't feel it. What if that same person asks you for 600 though? Like, oh, what? That's 60% of your net worth. Now that's a much bigger. You feel that because it's a bigger risk of your net income, your overall net worth. So in my mind, you would apply the same type of logic. You first figure out how much of your net worth you feel comfortable using to invest in. For most people, that figures anywhere between 10 and 30%, maybe 35%. Me, I'm in that 25, 30% range, but whatever is good for you. Some people are more risk adverse than others. Others willing to take a little bit more risk, especially if you have more capital. If you have more capital, you can take more risk. So once you have the trucks, you have to decide how much you want to put aside for what? Working capital. It's not just enough to buy the trucks. You have to have, in my mind, $25,000 to $30,000 per truck for working capital. No matter what niche you're getting into trucking, car hauling, refrigerator loads, doesn't matter, because once you buy these trucks and you get the equipment on the road, you don't want something to break down and you don't have money to reach for and get it fixed. And if you only have a little bit, then now you're fixing things with a very tight financial feeling. Right? You're crimping on this, you're crimping on that. You start buying retreads instead of real tires. And now you just can't. Once one big thing hits you financially, boom, you're down and out. So you can't come in trucking underfunded because it can be very uncomfortable as you go through your first 3 or 4 months of a learning curve. But don't fret. We can be your guide, right? We offer done for you packages, amplified, and I would like to give you a gift of mine. Actually, we have a report that we've created where if you look below, grab that free report. The 9 essential things you need to know as a new truck investor. You got to know these things. You have to do your research before you jump into any business.